This is where I'm from, this is where it started. This is what becomes of the broken-hearted. This is going out to those departed from a life so young it was barely started.
Hey, bonjour. Nishnaabemdaa Nishnaabemdaa Noongo. Noongo, Nishnaabemdaa Nishnaabemdaa when I'm talking about stuff like this. I'm going to use English today because we're going to be talking about some grammar stuff. We've gone over a bit of this before, but I thought I'd draw a chart to help you out. I know drawing things like this helps me. Anyways, we did verb conjugations earlier for like jiba kwe, najiba kwe, gin gajiba kwe, ween jiba kwe. To cook, we're talking about how to say different people cook. Me, you, them, him or her, stuff like that. So just to write these out, neen is me, as you know. Gin is you. Ween is him or her. Jesus. Ween. Neen win. Neen win is us, but not you. So there's two us's, two we's in the Nishnaabemdaa. Neen win is us, but not you. But if I'm talking about us and including you, that's gin win. Gin win. Gin wa is use. Use, but not me. Use guys. And ween wa is them. Like plural ween. So we got Jesus and Jishibes. Ween wa is them. So we talked about how to conjugate these. So for me, neen, there's ne, then the verb. Then the verb. For you, it's ge, then the verb. For Jesus or jiship, it's just the verb. So a verb like jibakwe, to cook, when you say jibakwe, that means he or she is cooking. It's a full sentence in itself. Jibakwe, that means he or she is cooking. Pretty cool, eh? The way that works. Anyways, so neen win, us but not you. We say ne, then the verb, and then min. So in the jibakwe min, we are cooking. We but not you are cooking. If we include you, they call it the inclusive we. It's gejibakwe min. Gejibakwe min. That means we, including you, are cooking. If it's use but not me, use guys, it's ge, then the verb, and then em. Gejibakwem. Use guys are cooking. Gejibakwem. And if it's them, like Jishibes and Jesus, it's the verb and then wug. Jibakwe wug. They are cooking. So there you go. That's how you conjugate verbs, simple animate and transitive verbs for all these different people. There's other ones we won't worry about because it gets too technical. So that's how that works. We've covered this before. I thought I'd just draw a little chart to show you. Now? Okay, so there's another verb form that's used a lot in Nishnaabemdaa, and it makes it kind of tough. I know this is really hard for me to wrap my head around trying to learn Nishnaabemdaa. So this way, if we use jibakwe, like nijibakwe, I'm cooking, gejibakwe, you're cooking, that means I'm cooking or you're cooking. But if you want to say something like when I'm cooking or if I'm cooking, you got to use a different verb form, which makes things kind of difficult. But anyways, to do that, we'll just do the chart the same way. For me, it's the verb and then yawn or yawn. There's an H there in some dialects. Some dialects there's not. It varies a little bit. But anyways, so if I say jibakwe yawn, that means like when I'm cooking or that I'm cooking. Or if I say gishbin jibakwe yawn, that means if I'm cooking. So that's the B form or the conjunct form. There's lots of different names for it. People call this one the A form. This one, the B form. It's an easy way to look at it. So one way to think about if it's an A form or B form, an A form will be what's called a independent clause. So if I say Najiba kwe, that means I'm cooking. It makes sense on its own. It's an independent clause. But if I say Jiba kwe an, that I'm cooking, it's dependent. It needs more information to make sense. So if I say Jiba kwe an, it doesn't make sense on its own. It's got to have something else in there. I don't know if that helps. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Anyways, this is just a little introduction to the B form, conjunct form, and so forth. So for you, Gin, it is yin. So if I were to say Gishbin jiba kwe yin, that means if you're cooking. If you're cooking. So for him or her, it's the verb, and then D. Gishbin jiba kwed. If she's cooking, if he's cooking, and so forth. So for us but not you, it's the verb, and then yang. Gishbin jiba kwe yang. If we but not you are cooking. Gishbin jiba kwe yang. For us, including you, it's the verb and then ying. Gishbin jiba kwe ying. If we are cooking. For yous, it's yeg. Gishbin jiba kwe egg. If yous are cooking. And for them, winwa jiba kwe wad. Gishbin jiba kwe wad. If they are cooking. Now, so this is used, for example, when asking a question. If I want to say, when are you coming? I would say, Anishpi bija yin. Bija yin. Bija, he or she comes. For the conjunct form, for you, Gin, put yin on the end. So I say, Anishpi bija yin. Anishpi we bija yin. When are you going to come? When are you coming? So use it when you're asking a question, or when it's a dependent clause. Anyways, don't worry about that. It's a lot of complicated grammar stuff. Just wanted to make note of it. Here's a chart. Hang on to it. It'll make more sense in the future. And if you can find a teacher who can explain it better than me, that could be helpful. Now, me you. Me what's gonna wobble to meg.
From a life so young, it was barely started. This is going out to the mamas crying, 'cause the sun's gone home with the angels flying. No just reasons.